Two, one. Welcome to episode 5. In this episode, where we don't know what we're gonna talk about. I'm kidding. We're gonna talk about phone distractions and everything about that. If you're watching on YouTube, hi there, hello. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or Google Podcasts, hi there too. We hope you enjoy this episode. Let's start.
Let's start. I'm ready.
You breathing in and out of my.
Honestly, this topic came just in time for me this week because I have been falling into a whole rabbit hole on YouTube Shorts. I'm watching YouTube Shorts every day now. I'm really obsessed with this one girl called I don't know her last name, but her first name's Spencer. And then this other girl comes up in my recommended. I don't know, girl or guy, I'm not sure, but it's psychology tricks or whatever. I don't know what I'm watching anymore.
Yeah, the algorithm is so stupidly smart. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It loves you, but it hates you. It loves you because it shows you what you actually want to see, but it hates you because you're gonna fall into traps that you're just gonna scroll for hours and you're not even gonna notice yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if in our parents' days, if they had phones, they would probably deal with the same exact issues.
Exactly. I think the same thing too. Just the phone in itself is so addictive, and I just I watched a bunch of videos on this before, but it's just designed to make you want to stay there, and we can't blame ourselves too much. But.
Yeah, true, but not it's not, because we didn't really control the year we were born in, but I feel like we could try our best, to do something about it, not just fall into it. But oh my god, I was gonna tell you about that documentary. I didn't fully watch it because I was like, oh my god, this is attacking me a lot. It's called The Social Dilemma. Do you know it?
Oh yeah, I heard of it.
I watched half of it and I was like, oh my god, this is literally explains so many things, and it's on a scary level. The way the applications are made, the social media applications, just like you said, it's just, it makes you want to go on it more and more and more. It's just never stopped.
Yeah, oh my god. I can definitely and the time that goes by, time just goes by so fast when you're on your phone that you don't even realize how much time has passed. And why is it that we even open our phones to scroll and scroll and scroll? And now that I'm thinking of it, sometimes I just want to open my phone to text someone something, or there's something urgent, I'm okay, I need to search up this thing. And then I open Instagram and suddenly I forget why I came on. I'm watching shorts.
Same, literally same. I'm so glad that you said that, because now I feel like I'm not dealing with this alone. But I swear that happens to me so many times. I'm like, oh my god, I need that thing on my notes or something. And then I get that notification. Although my notifications are completely off, I probably get that on WhatsApp.
Me too.
On
Exactly.
Instagram, on TikTok, everything is off because I know how the traps are. I'm trying to play the game they're trying on me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get a message on WhatsApp. I'm like, okay, so I message them back or whatever, and then I remember I'm like, oh wait, I have to check Instagram, maybe, and just it keeps going on, and then after 2 hours I'm like,
yeah,
oh my god, I opened my phone because of that thing, but I didn't even end up getting it.
I didn't do it. Exactly. It's just, I don't know what to do about that anymore. Should I write a sticky note that's do this? Because when I fall into the black hole, there's no going out.
Yeah.
So, it's honestly, it reminds me even when, sometimes when you go to the kitchen and you need to do something, but then you just open the fridge and you're eating random stuff. Honestly, I think it happens normally, but especially on your phone, where it's literally because you're looking for something, but there's so much going on in your phone. It's a whole world, so you're just
literally it's another whole world.
Yeah,
it's literally so common nowadays. But I feel like it's barely addressed. To me, when I get into one of the traps, especially TikTok traps, afterwards, in the moment I feel so good. Okay, I'm passing time and oh my god, I'm actually entertaining myself. And then afterwards, post TikTok, I'm like, oh my god, I feel so crappy. I'm like, I should have spent it on something that's actually gonna help me. I feel so horrible. But then, like, sometimes I actually see people talking about it. I'm like, oh wait, I'm not alone. And like, wait, people actually go through this.
We should talk about it more for sure. Like, we're all kind of going through the same thing, and I feel like we need to find like solutions that work for all of us to just get out of this system. Like, what do you think, Jane? Like, how could someone get over it?
If I know Diane, I would have told you. No, I'm kidding. No, let's actually talk about like legitimate ways we can actually stop this. Swear to God, I've tried so many ways, and I'm not gonna say I'm like completely successful, but I'm gonna tell you like ways that somehow actually I've seen like there was some sort of effective like improvement. And maybe first of all, that feature on Apple, and I'm pretty sure it is on Android too, like there's that screen time thingy on setting where you can literally like block apps on a certain time. Like if you spend more than 2 hours, it just blocks it for the whole day or something. But the only way that actually worked with me is actually making my sister, like my little sister, put her own password, because when I find that I know the password, I can't control it. Like sometimes I'm like, ugh, I need this. Like, I'm gonna treat myself. It's just one time. So I put my own password because I know it. And then I'm like, oh, wait, this is... And then day by day pass, and I'm putting my own password and opening it after it gets blocked. So the only way to actually, I've seen it work was when only my sister knew the password. So I tell her, I'm like, Leanne, like, if you actually love me and if you care for me, please do not give me the password. Please. And it's actually worked. That thing worked. But I'll see if I have more like over time right now. But do you have any like ways that you've actually seen through your eyes that works?
Honestly, like the past week, I've been trying like different things. And I found like 3 things kind of worked for me. So the first one was that like last weekend I went on a phone detox. So I was like, I'm not gonna touch my phone. And I told my sister if she sees me on my phone, like she gets $1 like every time she sees me on her phone. So I just went on a detox. So whenever I need to like answer texts or like I need to text someone, I say like, okay, Manak, open my phone. Can you text this person this? Or like she opens my WhatsApp messages and she reads to me what people said. So then I'm like, oh yeah, reply with this. And then I tell her what to reply with. And like, I just feel it's kind of like...
So that's why you've been ignoring me, Ban, right?
That's... Oh my god, okay, that's a whole other issue, because sometimes I open WhatsApp really briefly and I see a message and I'm like, I don't have time to respond for it right now, but I'm gonna do it later, and then you can't like unsee it, so then there's no notification anymore and you forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god. But I think that thing like with getting someone to read your text, although not everyone will be comfortable with that,
I feel like
but for me right now, just like my friends, so like if it's like, oh, Jane said this, and then I'd be like, okay, respond with this, and I'll tell her what my response is.
Now I know I don't send you any secrets on texts.
Any what?
Secrets. So Malak wouldn't be able to.
Secrets?
No privacy.
Not over
Thank
text,
you.
guys. Yeah, I just tried it for a weekend, but honestly, like, I really like that, because now when I was outside and stuff, I didn't feel the need to open my phone because I knew I was gonna pay my sister $1. So I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if this will work for everyone though, because not everyone has like, a 12-year-old sister that they can boss around. Yeah, she enjoys it. Like, she's like,
give me the dollars.
She likes what we do. Yeah, I think that worked for like a weekend. The other thing that I found too is like letting my phone die. So like when it's about to die, I just let it die, because I just need a break, bro. Like, if I'm about to watch, like, if I'm in a YouTube rabbit hole, my phone's like 2%, I'm like, that's it. Like, I'm not gonna charge you.
Sometimes I'm like scrolling and like it's literally like 3%. I'm like, oh, I'll just stay until it dies. Like, I just keep going and waiting. I'm like, and then when it actually dies, I'm like, oh no, I wish it didn't die. I want to scroll more.
My phone was actually lost for 2 days. Like, no one knew where it was. And I went to school without my phone. I came back, no phone. And I was like, wow, like, life is great. Like, it was actually really good to have just a break from it. And I realized I actually didn't need it at all. Like, maybe when I go out, I need to call someone, or like, I definitely need to text people at least once a week. But that daily thing of like, I think everyone needs to take a break from their phone once a week, at least. Like, just...
especially when you have your like self-care day or whatever. But I feel like another way to figure out how to stop is figure out why you're going on it. I feel like there's always some deeper sense or deeper logical reason behind all of it. Like to me, usually I find myself like scrolling only when I want to numb something, like when I want to numb, or like when I want to pass time and I don't want to face my real emotions. Like it gets deeper on a deeper level, so I'm just like, خلاص, I'm so tired of everything, I don't want to do anything. So that's how I usually like find myself on hours and hours. But yeah, if you want to try to stop, maybe figure out why you're doing it in the first place, you know?
Yeah. That's actually, wow, I've never thought of it. Like, I thought I was just, you know, being a typical teen, you know, just like,
No.
you know, random. But now that I, like, actually think of it, it's like, in those moments, like, when you feel like your day is just going wrong and you're like, you know, you might as well just finish wrong. I don't know. Yeah, or like I feel like I'm off schedule, so I'm like, oh, tomorrow will be perfect. Like I'm just gonna have my last day.
Yeah.
Treating myself, or
Just last day, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanna treat yourself, then have a break, as you said, Anjad. But I still don't practice that like religiously. I do want to, and maybe like every week when you have your self-care day, maybe like on a Sunday or something. Sunday for me is like cleaning and stuff. Maybe that day, like complete break from social media. You know what I mean? And if you right now, to me, like if you're listening to this and if you feel like you're addicted, maybe you don't know, maybe you are addicted and you don't know you are. Also, to notice that, you have to notice like the symptoms or the signs. Like, are you trying to check your phone every 5 minutes? Like if you're on Instagram and like you literally cannot stop, just like, what is it? Deactivate? Deactivate your account for a week or two. Like it's really gonna help you, I promise.
That's actually really good. I was thinking, sometimes I think of my phone in a way where it's like, you know, back in the day they had newspaper to like learn about the news. They had like mailboxes to get letters and stuff. And so like, obviously you want to stay up to date on world news and issues and stuff going on. This person like did something, and then, you know, it's very like people advocating, which is really good. I think it's like really good to like advocate. But when you're taking in that news every single day, then you feel like you need to watch something more like lighthearted, and then you need to feel like, you know what I mean, it just keeps going.
It's like a cycle.
So yeah, exactly. So I feel like people back in the day used to get like newspapers maybe once a week, so maybe you can like limit like how much content you take in to like
every day.
And limit it. And also with text messages, I realized like the fact that we're checking our messages like every 2 seconds is like running to your mailbox back and forth. Like, oh my god, did I get mail? I think I might have shared this before. I think I might have. But it's just like, did I get mail? No, I didn't get mail. And you go in and no, but did I get mail? Like, come on, like, just take a break, you know?
That's so interesting.
It's really like, interesting. If someone saw you doing that, they'd think you're crazy. Like, you know, your neighbor seeing you, like, run back and forth, oh my god, but mail. But when people see you checking your phone, it's like normalized, you know? You're on your phone, and it's like, it's become the normal thing to do. Like, I was on the bus the other day, and everybody was on their phone. It was the first time the bus was packed, and I was like, oh my god, more people, like, I could talk to people, and everyone was like...
Oh my god, yeah, I think you mentioned that in episode 2, yeah. Oh my god.
But the other day I came back from a birthday party, and there's like this girl who was like from campus, so like my bus went through like the university campus, and then I was just like, oh my god, hi, what's your name? And then we just started talking. Like she finished her finance degree, and we started just like talking and stuff. Like I started the conversation, but she was like actually engaged. And then I took her Instagram, and she texted me, and she was like, yo, like, thank you, like, for talking to me today. Like, I was having, like a bad day, but, you know, like, I was feeling really happy after I talked to you, and I was like, oh my god, like,
that's so sweet.
You know, so I feel like, you know, that, like, that whole, how it impacts your social, like,
it definitely has, like,
stuff.
Yeah. I feel like, oh my god, for a long time, especially, like, during grade 8, grade 9, kind of, I used to be so... Like, I feel like I used to have a different personality online or texting. Like, I would be so confident texting and stuff. And then in real life, I'd be like, I don't know how to talk to you. You know, so there's definitely like some sort of effect, but I honestly don't know how to balance it. Like, I just try to take risks more, like in social life, in real life. Like I try to actually approach people rather than approach people on Instagram or Snapchat. I deleted it. خلاص, Snapchat is like the end of me. It was getting super toxic. You know, it was literally like although I'm kind of pissed that all my memories are there and I'm not gonna download each one. That's gonna take me a year to download each one. Anyhow, but the last time I had it was like months and months ago, but I was like because I wanted like something from it, and I was scrolling like through the Snapchat stories of my friends, and literally people I have no idea who they are, although some people literally have Snapchat just for their like closest friends. But yeah, they were just showing things in their day, and I was like, oh my god, this is so bad, because when I'm feeling down or when I'm trying to run away from life, I go here and I see what other people are doing in their life. This is supposed to be entertaining, and then I'm like, khalas, this is the end, and I deleted it and I never went back, thank god. But yeah, Snapchat is so
that's amazing. Oh my god. Honestly, Snap, bro, I left that after grade 7. I was like, I'm finished. It was like a nice... grade 7 was the start of everything for me. Like, it was the first year I got Instagram, Snapchat, like, all that. And it was fun at first. It actually was. Like, our group of friends was funny, you know? Like, we commented on each other and we're like, bro, what's that in the background? Like, we were just, you know, like, inside jokes and stuff.
We were just having the time of our life.
Yeah, but then the older I got, the more I got, like, toxic, and it became like, oh my god, you're so pretty, can I be you, blah, blah, blah. And then you seek that validation, blah, blah. And I think we talked about social media before, but it just gets really, like, toxic. And I feel like the moment you start to realize that it's toxic for you, like, just delete. Get rid of it.
Yeah, but oh my god, dude, the comments thing. I was thinking, and okay, my best friends or my closest friends, okay, I see why would they compliment. I would compliment them too, because I actually genuinely feel like, oh my god, they're so pretty, mashallah. But people I wouldn't know, our like online relationship would be based on commenting on each other's posts and like faking like compliments, basically. Does that make sense?
Exactly. We were in a class and we were talking about social media and the impacts and stuff, and I told like the girls that were beside me and stuff, like they have so many people on their Snap that, you know, send them stuff, and they send them, and like their Instagram, and I'm like, how many of those people actually mean something to you? You know, who is actually who matters in your life? And they're like, maybe 3 people.
Like, but literally for me, 3 people. Okay, but I wanna add on to something. In one of the ways to, if you notice yourself, you're actually getting addicted. And you know how I said Snapchat to me was the main reason to, or for me, like when I felt bad about my day, like you said, I just go on it and to see other people's lives. Sometimes also Instagram could be like that, but to me Instagram is not like that anymore. To me Instagram, I only follow people that are actually gonna benefit me, or like could in any way give me some sort of useful information. And the people, of course, that actually mean something to me in my life, you know. And at some point, I don't know, grade 5, I would follow like maybe 600, more than 600 people. But now I literally follow 50, and I'm so proud of that, because the more I follow, the more I stay on Instagram. Although the reels and the explore page thingy is getting, like, excuse me, Instagram, how dare you do that to me? But yeah, I'd give you an advice to literally like only follow people that actually mean something to you. And second, if they're like someone you don't know, somebody who's gonna benefit you in some way, why are you following them? Because you're just gonna end up in a hole that you're just comparing yourself to them, and you're gonna be like, why am I not them? Why am I not that pretty like her? Or, you know, it's just such a toxic cycle.
Exactly. Oh my god, exactly. Yeah. And I don't think people realize how much influence, like, social media has on them. Like, okay, yesterday I was literally watching this girl on YouTube, and she's like, it's someone I love watching. Like, she's a great person, mashallah. But she was, like, she's doing her makeup, right? She's putting on her mascara and stuff, and she's just, like, talking to the camera, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know what, I feel like putting on mascara for, like, no reason at all, but, like, it's definitely because I saw her, like, doing it, and I was like, maybe I should put it on. So I just, like, literally went yesterday, and I was like, so I just started putting it on, and I'm, like, putting on, like, random eyeliner stuff, and I'm like, wow, okay, you know? And then when I went to take it off, it was just such an annoying process because I'm not used to
I know,
like,
right?
you know,
I hate taking off makeup,
took
so
forever,
I just don't put
and I'm
makeup.
like, what a waste of time. Exactly. Oh my god. I think you could still kind of like see like the remnants and stuff, but this morning I woke up and then it was like more black, and I'm like, I'm
Girl.
tired. I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean it has to be like a bad influence, but
Yeah,
just who you consume online, it can translate into your own actions.
Sometimes you cannot be aware of it, especially if you're a younger person. You're just really unaware of it. Like, it could get into your subconscious and, oh my god, she's doing that, and you'll be like, oh no, I'm confident, I know who I am, nobody could affect me, nobody could influence me, and gradually, day by day, you can see yourself becoming that type of person that you're like literally getting influenced by. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Especially with me, I feel like I'm such a sponge, so like literally the way that I talk is because of the people that I watch on YouTube, or like, you know,
It's
the way
so
they laugh or the
dangerous,
way
yeah.
they talk. Yeah. Something else to add on to like as we move into some like sort of advice or like how to get out of those like rabbit holes, like especially with shorts, is that I realize like usually also I go on my phone a lot when I'm eating. Like, I always need to be watching something. I don't know why. Like, I can't eat without watching something. I feel like I'm just, you know, looking at the wall. So I need to be doing something. But I found that, like, if I just played, like, it doesn't, you know, some people are like, yo, just listen to Quran. But, like, I don't know, when you're eating, you're just, like, not in that mindset of, like, oh. So I found that, like, listening to, like, a podcast or, like, something, like, an hour long, like, just an educational, like, not, it doesn't have to be super educational, it could be kind of, like, just a topic that you're really interested in.
Like us?
And listening to,
I know.
like us, exactly. But listening to something that goes on for, like, an hour, or, like, even half an hour, like us, you know? But, yeah, I feel like that, like, helps, like, if you're, you know, if you need something to do on the bus or something, instead of just scrolling mindlessly, like, listen to something that is actually, like, long, and it increases your attention span.
Okay, so we're gonna just discuss a few questions and go over them briefly. Do you want to start with the first question, Bayan?
Mm-hmm. So, how long is too long to stay on your phone? That's a really good question. Honestly, what do you think for you, Lejane? Like, how much is too long? Where you're like, that's it?
I don't know, but I don't know if I would be comfortable checking my screen time right now, actually. Okay, I'm actually gonna check it, though. I'm gonna check it. Because I honestly have no idea. I feel like it's just inconsistent, because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, wow, I'm in control of this, and sometimes I'm like, okay, so I'll tell you something. On Wednesday, oh my god. On Wednesday, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, on Wednesday it was 5 hours, but let me say, the next day was 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, so that's why it's very inconsistent. Like, I guess I was having a bad day on Wednesday or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Why would I remember? But yeah, and then the other days are literally 1 hour 30 minutes, 2 hours. That's the only day that was 5 hours. I think it was. Let's not talk about Wednesday, but yeah, I feel like maybe 5 hours is way too much, especially if you want to balance like a social life, a spiritual life, your hobbies. 5 hours is way too much. 2 hours good. 2 hours like maximum, I feel like. But yeah, what do you think about you? Oh my god, I'm gonna be so embarrassed after you say your timing.
No, I don't have like a tracking, like,
Thank
to
God,
see how
so
much
you
time I
don't
spend,
embarrass me.
because sometimes, like, if I'm listening to sometimes I listen to a podcast on my way to school, and it's on YouTube, so I don't count that for like how much I'm scrolling on my phone, so I just don't look at that. But I think in terms of like one sitting, now that you mentioned how long is too long, I think I should start like timing. Yeah, like, you know, it's like, you know what, I want to sit down and like watch YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna have a 20-minute timer. Like, sometimes I just really enjoy watching I literally just watch 3 girls on YouTube. That's it. Like, they're all older than me, and they have like kids, so I don't know, I'm just like, that's the type of content I watch, just like mom life. I don't know why, but
you're in such a hurry.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know, it's kind of nice, something to do, like, you know, every couple of days, or even every day if you watch one episode. But I think like 30 minutes sitting down and just, you know, scrolling or like going on your checking your messages and stuff. I think that's like tops, and I'm gonna start doing that this week. I'll see if I can.
Inshallah. Update me, okay?
Yeah,
Let me know.
inshallah.
I want to see if you actually succeed.
Yeah.
How to replace the time used by doing other things?
Very interesting question. Yeah. I know that there's a lot to do. I'm a busy person, because I know that I could be doing 100 different things, you know what I mean? Like, some people are like, I literally have nothing to do, and I'm like, how? Like, there's so much to do. There's not enough time, but at the same time, I still have, time to watch YouTube for, 5 hours, or some days, it gets really bad. So, procrastination is definitely a thing.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But for me, sometimes I'd be like, I have, like, so many things to do, like, literally such a busy schedule, but inside I'd be like, oh, like, I feel like I have nothing to do. I don't know, does that make I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I'd like actually have so much to do, but then I'll be like, oh, I have nothing to do, so I'll just go on TikTok. I don't know. I think I'm manipulating myself.
Yeah. I feel like the going on your phone and feeling like you don't have anything to do is like looking at your closet full of clothes and being like, I have nothing to wear, like, what? It's the same thing, I feel. So I definitely feel that too sometimes. I'm like, well, there's nothing to do right now, but like there is, so.
Yeah. What was the question, wait? If you want to replace the time,
how to replace?
Definitely, number one, see what you enjoy doing that does not require you to scroll, basically, and try to practice that more. Like, if you enjoy, I don't know, sports, then do that. If you enjoy art, then do that. Try to, like, gradually. Of course, you can't do overnight, like, replace the 5 hours you're addicted to on TikTok or on Instagram or whatever, and the next day you replace it with or something you actually enjoy. It works. It's possible. It just takes effort from you, like the mental effort.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say too, like, if you can pick up a book instead, like, when you feel like chilling and all that, it's just much better. I feel like you can really gain benefit from it. And also, like, listening to, I don't know, but no one does this, honestly. I don't know if people my age do this, but if you, like, listen to, like for Muslims and stuff, if you listen to Islamic lectures online, like, even 30 minutes a day, and you, like, take notes, like, whether that's, like, the Prophet's life, or, like, I don't know, even, like, I really want to start listening to fiqh, which is, like, law, like, Islamic law and stuff, and, like, just all the details, and, like, praying, fasting, and also, like, finance, and it's a really interesting, like, if you think about it, it's actually really interesting, like, politics, and just different subjects that you can listen, like, to, and there's a lot of resources on YouTube and all that, so that's something you could do as well. Yeah. That was a good. What else is on the schedule? Yeah, make sure you do your homework, which I don't do till, like, Sunday night.
Okay, let's move on to our last question, which we kind of talked about, but let's just, like, address that, like, straightforward. No.
Yeah. How do I know if I'm addicted to my phone?
Oh my god. So, okay, I want to say something. With your exact routine right now, with your phone routine, with your schedule that you spend your time on your phone, with the habits you have of being distracted, like, with doing basic things, and then you just find yourself, oh my god, let me just check that, oh my god, my phone looks so tempting, let me just go on it. Imagine yourself after, like, 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. Imagine yourself doing throughout those whole 5 years how much you could be and how much you could have done if it weren't for that schedule that you're based on right now. Like, imagine how much you could do, imagine how much you could improve, imagine how much of your goals and how many of your dreams you could accomplish. And I feel like that's so scary. Like, if I imagine myself, like, worst case scenario, 5 hours a day until, like, 5 years later, I get so scared of that idea. And I feel like that's enough to motivate me to just stop, like, think of my future for a moment. Because if I keep giving myself excuses, just today, it's gonna keep going on and on and on, and then 5 years are gonna pass, and you're gonna look back on those days and, like, wish with all your heart that you actually did something on that day that you were like, oh, maybe I should stop.
That's really good. That is really good. Wow. I'm thinking about that now. I feel like we don't really look far into our future anymore, and I feel like it's an important thing to do, because if you really think about it, after you get married and start having kids, you have time for nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have time no more. So, you, like, between your work and your kids and your housework and all that, you're gonna, like, just look at your parents. Like, look how busy they are, you know? So, the fact that you're being, like, you know, they're feeding you, you're under their roof, you just have all this free time, it's such a big blessing, but it's also, like, you literally have 5 years to maximize all of that.
Yeah.
And it's, like,
yeah, if you're, like,
what are you gonna do with your
right
life? Yeah, exactly. So, I feel like it's so important, and the fact I feel also that young people are what's gonna change the world, basically. Like, it's us who can basically influence, like, you know, the whole society revolves around what young people want, because, you know, we're like the biggest, you know, we're like up and coming, the next generation and stuff. So I feel like it's important to, like, think about what you want, like what changes you want, or like something you're really passionate about, and just start working on it, like, you
just
know, a
start,
project,
man.
or
just start.
Which I will start doing after. The amount of, I feel like I'm just, oh my god, it's not like hypocrisy, because I know I've been doing these things, but it's just like I've been slacking so much this week that I just kind of feel empowered by our talk today. So hopefully,
same. By all means, like, right now we're telling you, you know, we're saying our best advice and stuff, but we're human too. Like, it's okay if we, you know, if we fall into one of those traps. Hopefully it gets less though, like, for both you and I, and for everyone watching and hearing this. But yeah, we're still human, and you're still human, so don't be so harsh on yourself, but also don't let your future get ruined by such a stupid habit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was that the end? Is this the end?
I think that was pretty okay. I actually have one last question. If for someone that's listening to this right now, and like, what's something they could do, like, right after this podcast, instead of just, like, you know, keep scrolling through YouTube or TikTok or wherever they're listening? Not like what could they do, but like just sort of like what's the main takeaway, like just a new habit they can implement in your life.
If they don't know what they love to do most other than scrolling, then find that out, like, immediately. Find out something other than watching people, you know, because you're on the media just watching people do things. So find what you want to do, you know, and what that thing you want to do, start implementing it into your life. Whatever that, like, hobby is, whatever that skill, just start working, and don't give it a second thought, unless it's something like you know.
Very good. Yeah, I love that. That's great.
Do you have an intake on that?
Think about that. Yeah, I think, like, definitely just maybe sitting down with a piece of paper and just, like, so I make, like, 2 mind maps sometimes when I'm, like, really overwhelmed or I just came out of a rabbit hole. Actually, the first thing I do is go on a walk, because it just, like, refreshes, or shower, or you know what, like, there's something that I realize, like, when I wear flip-flops, I'm, like, more productive. I don't know. Okay, this is not gonna work for everyone. But, like, if you're a girl, maybe, like, do your hair, like, just do something that's, like
boost
okay,
it,
like,
boost
I'm
the
gonna
energy.
get up.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh yeah, and then start, like, writing down, like, maybe the 2 different maps that I have is, like, I start with the middle where I say, like, what am I grateful for, and then, like, I put, like, different, like, people in my life or things, and then, like, how can I show my appreciation, because when you say alhamdulillah, it's not just, like, you know, thank God, it's actions. Yeah, exactly. And then you can start to realize, like, how busy you are, because to appreciate your mom, you help her with chores, to do this, you know, it's, like, different ways. And the other thing is, like, responsibility, like, what am I responsible for in my life right now, and you can put it in, like, you know, for my schoolwork, for, like, I don't know, different things.
That's so beautiful.
I don't know, like,
that's so beautiful, especially the one where you're like what you're grateful for, and actually work towards, you know, being grateful for it.
Yeah, oh my god. The other day I was walking back from school and I was like, I saw this thing on Instagram. It was like, don't say I have to do this, say I get to do this. So then I was like, when I get home, I get to do my calculus homework because my brain is functioning. Yes, it is. Like,
oh my god.
I don't know. But I guess, like, looking at your life from a place of, like, gratitude, like, within every complaint, there's, like, something to be grateful for. Like, you know, the fact that we have education. I'm trying to, like, lighten the mood. I know some of my friends, like, right now are, like, you know, and especially in Imarat, the friends that I'm catching up with, like, Iman, the other day, we were talking about how she's on break, but she's still studying, and I'm like, I don't think she's gonna like this part, but
Hi,
Hopefully
Iman, if you're listening.
Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and that you found some sort of benefit from this episode.
Inshallah, yeah. Thank you guys for
Yeah.
watching, and hopefully we see you in the next episode. Comment down any of your like opinions and how you know if you're addicted or not, and any of the advice that you have. And yeah, bye bye.
Thank you. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.